In today's video, we're gonna take a look at some cool projects created using Blender from films, music videos, animation projects, and more. This video shows a breakdown of the VFX work Rebel Unit Studio did for the Norwegian disaster film called North Sea in 2021. An oil platform dramatically goes down on the Norwegian coast, and researchers try to find out what happened when they realize this is the start of something even more serious. Blender was used as the main 3D software. It was used for pre-visualization, modeling, animation, lighting, and rendering, while Houdini was involved in some effects together with BM diffusion with atmospherics, and Nuke was used for the final composites. Just to let you know, Rebel Unit is a creative studio of visual effects artists and filmmakers located in Norway, and it is collaborating on international projects. Next is Having Fun. This very short animated 3D film was modeled, animated, and rendered in Blender. Stefano, the animator behind this work, tested Blender 3.0 cycles, and he found out that the time it took to render was much less compared to the previous versions of cycles. The animation is simple, beautiful, and entertaining at the same time, even though it is very short. So if you are an animator, this is an example that shows that you can do good animation work without even creating complex characters or knowing advanced animation techniques. Next is Chocolate Floods the Metro. According to the Blender artist behind this project, this was their first experiment with the Flip Fluids Blender add-on. To set up the scene, he used the domain and the obstacles and inserted an inflow object at the top of the stairs to create the liquid, and an outflow object at the bottom of the stairs to eliminate the liquid not visible to the camera. A simulation like this can take a very long time on a good machine, so you have to be patient or upgrade to something that is compatible with such tasks. This particular simulation was done using Ryzen 2700 and GTX 760, which I would say is an average setup at best. It took 38 hours for the liquid simulation and 40 hours for rendering with cycles using only 100 samples and the Super Image Denoiser add-on. And to create the wet maps camera mapping, he used Dynamic Paint with FSpy add-on. If you want to see more from this Blender artist, you can take a look at their YouTube channel called RAC Ninja. Blender in Science. Michelle, who's an animation and video specialist at Quantum Design, created this animation that serves as an explainer video for the method to detect crisp gene editing activity in organisms. Actually, this is a good animation and a scientific project that was kinda technical and artistic at the same time, and it shows another aspect of what Blender can be used for and who is using it. And Michelle said that this is by far one of her favorite animations using Blender. Next is HyperBole. This animation and VFX project was created by the famous Blender artist Ian Hubert. According to him, this is a mix of hand-animated stuff, physics simulations, and data from the Rococo mocap suit. Ian is a really talented and productive artist who created a lot of cool stuff recently, and he is especially good when it comes to VFX projects. This project in particular looks good on so many levels, whether it be the details of the 3D models and the environment, physics simulations, lighting, and compositing, in addition to storytelling through creating an environment and a background that lets your imagination do the work through using minor hints in the background of the event taking place. How does the Enigma Machine work? There have been a lot of explainer videos about the Enigma Machine, but this one you are seeing right now is gonna dive deeper into the depth of what it is capable of and how it actually works, not just an oversimplification of the magic behind it. It was invented about 100 years ago, which makes it the precursor to the computer. This animation was made by Jared using Blender 2.93 but rendered with Blender 3 using Cycles X. Jared has a YouTube channel in which he uses 3D animation software to explain how machines, vehicles, and complex ships work in detail, which is very interesting. Next is Modern Siren. This project is a music video for a Taiwan-based metal brand named Flesh Juicer. This video is 5 minutes long, but the artist behind the project spent about 4 months to finish it. This includes all the models, textures, rigging, and animations that were done using Blender and rendered with Eevee and Molt. This is actually a cool looking demonstration of what you can do using Blender's 2D and 3D animation tools. Also, the team behind this did a really good job using good lighting and rich colors to show their art. Next is The Silence of Day. The Silence of Day is a not-so-usual fiction documentary. According to Niranjan, the director of this work, this documentary covers ideological, geopolitical, and economic changes that lead to a mass exodus from Earth. I hope you found this video interesting and entertaining. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, maybe share it around. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.